Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the shocking neuroscience behind why we constantly push our goals off until tomorrow. I want you to think about how many times, just this week, you've looked at a task, felt that little bit of friction, and immediately said to yourself, you know what, I'll just do it tomorrow. Think about that giant pile of laundry claiming permanent residence on your bedroom chair, or maybe that high-stakes email you've left unread for 3 days. Well, listen to this. Every single time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, your brain is actually lying to you. It's a complete biological illusion. And today, we're going to unpack exactly why that happens and, more importantly, how to fix it. We've all told ourselves that we're going to tackle that massive project, start that new workout routine, or finally organize that cluttered room tomorrow. But here's the real question we need to answer. Why does tomorrow almost never actually come? Seriously, why do we wake up the very next day feeling the exact same resistance we felt the day before? Today, we're looking at why that simple, comforting phrase is actually a massive biological illusion holding you back from your true potential. It's not just a bad habit. It is a profound trick your mind is playing on you. So here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, the tomorrow trap. Second, future self as a stranger. Third, the cost of waiting. Fourth, the 2-minute power trick. And finally, the 4-step escape plan. Okay, let's jump right into section 1, the tomorrow trap. Before we can even think about solving procrastination, we need to completely redefine what it actually is, because the way we've been taught to think about it is just fundamentally flawed. It's absolutely crucial to understand right up front that procrastination isn't a moral failing. Actually, scratch that. It's not about being lazy at all. It is a neurological glitch. For years, we've been told that if we put things off, we just lack willpower or we don't care enough, but the research shows something entirely different. The tomorrow trap is a cycle driven by how our brains are wired by evolutionary biology to prioritize immediate comfort over long-term benefits. Think about our ancestors for a second. They needed to conserve energy to survive the immediate life-or-death threats of the day, not worry about planning out next week's harvest, right? Our modern brains are literally still running that ancient software. Understanding this completely reframes how we have to handle it. You aren't fighting your character here, you are fighting your biology. Moving on to section 2, future self as a stranger, based on Dr. Hersfield's research. To really understand this glitch, we have to look at some truly fascinating research from UCLA's Dr. Hal Hersfield. This completely changes how we view our relationship with time. Dr. Hersfield's shocking neuroscience discovery proves that while you clearly understand who your present self is, your brain processes your future self completely differently. In these studies, researchers put participants inside fMRI machines, those massive, highly sensitive brain scanners, to map their neural activity. When they asked participants to think about themselves right now, their current desires, their stress, their comfort, their brains lit up in a very specific, vibrant way. They felt immense empathy for their present self. But when they were asked to think about the you of tomorrow, next week, or next year, the areas of the brain associated with self-awareness essentially powered down. That same neural empathy just wasn't there at all. Which brilliantly illustrates the core of the problem. Your brain sees your future self as a total stranger, literally. The brain scans of people thinking about their future selves looked nearly identical to the scans of people thinking about a celebrity they didn't even know. This is the shocking neuroscience discovery that proves exactly why the tomorrow trap is so deadly. When you push a task to tomorrow, your brain feels absolutely zero guilt. Why? Because it genuinely believes a completely different person, a total stranger, will be doing the heavy lifting. You are essentially raising your hand and volunteering some random person to do your hardest work. Of course your present self feels great about that. I mean, who wouldn't want a stranger to do their taxes or start their 6 a.m. marathon training? But then, you wake up the next day, and suddenly you are the stranger, stuck paying the bill. Which brings us to section 3, the cost of waiting, drawing from Piers Steel's major studies. Now that we know why your brain does this, let's look at the silent damage it causes. Because while treating your future self like a stranger might feel really good in the moment, the long-term effects are absolutely devastating. 0. Take a good look at this number. 0 is the exact number of times tomorrow actually arrives with that magical surge of motivation your brain promised you today. Think about it. When you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you implicitly believe that tomorrow you're going to have more energy, more focus, and way less stress. But Piers Steel's studies confirm what we all deep down know. That magical, hyper-motivated tomorrow simply does not exist. You will wake up with the exact same brain, the exact same resistance, and the exact same desire to push it off yet another day. Piers Steel's research highlights the shocking compounding cost of this waiting game, emphasizing exactly why we must break this cycle immediately. Procrastination isn't just about a messy desk or a delayed report. It is silently costing you the most valuable assets you have. It drains your time, it stalls your success, and it actively halts your daily growth. And it works kind of like compounding interest, but in reverse. Every single day you wait, the friction grows, it doesn't shrink. The anxiety builds. The task becomes this massive looming mountain in your mind, stealing mental bandwidth from literally everything else you do. Every time you fall into the tomorrow trap, you are essentially stealing from your future self's potential. So, how do we outsmart our own biology? Let's dive into Section 4, the 2-minute power trick. The crucial point here is, if our brain is hardwired to lie to us about tomorrow, we need a mechanism to bypass that lie today. Enter the 2-minute power trick. This is a scientifically sound way to short-circuit your brain's hesitation and generate instant, undeniable momentum. Here's how it works. You identify any task on your plate that takes less than 2 minutes, replying to a quick email, putting away your shoes, organizing a single digital folder. Then you do it instantly. No overthinking. By keeping the time commitment so incredibly low, your brain just doesn't have time to register the friction or delegate it to that stranger in the future. Now, the magic here isn't just getting a small task done, it's the chemical reward of completion. Every single time you finish a microtask, you get a hit of dopamine. You use that immediate momentum, that literal brain chemistry hack, to instantly roll right into tackling your bigger goals. But for the bigger challenges, we need a complete system. That's Section 5, the 4-step escape plan. For the smaller things, the 2-minute trick is perfect. But for the heavy lifting, we need this comprehensive system. By following this exact structured sequence, you transition from being a victim of your brain's biological illusions to taking full control of your daily growth. Step 1 is awareness. Catch your brain lying. The very moment you hear yourself say, "I'll do it tomorrow," stop and flag it as a neurological glitch. Step 2 is absolutely crucial. Connect with your future self. Take 10 seconds to vividly picture the immense stress you're going to feel tomorrow if you don't do this today. Force that neural empathy to activate. Remind yourself that the person paying the price tomorrow is you, not some stranger. Step 3 is to deploy the 2-minute power trick to break the paralysis, hack your dopamine, and just get moving. And step 4 is to ride that momentum to take action today, right now, completely removing the word tomorrow from your vocabulary for this task. Now, I'm throwing it back to you with our Today Challenge because, let's be honest, understanding this neuroscience only matters if you actually apply it to your life. If you are with me right now and you are sick and tired of falling into the tomorrow trap, I want you to engage right this second. Drop a comment below saying "today" if you are officially done waiting. And hey, if you want to keep breaking through these mental barriers, make sure to subscribe to Next Level Hub for more daily growth, success, and life-changing ideas just like this one. We've seen the UCLA research, we know your brain treats your future self like a total stranger, and we know exactly how much this waiting game is compounding and costing your success. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Look at your to-do list, look at your big life goals, and ask yourself, what is the one crucial task you will stop giving to a stranger and finally conquer today?